If you fall and break your leg, call 911. If you see a group of aliens, call one of the non-emergency numbers.
We met Saturday morning, April 24th at the Safeway in Bisbee on the Naco Highway for a little bit of a briefing. We were there for a border cleanup sponsored by Smart Girl Politics in honor of rancher Robert Krentz, who was killed on his own ranch not too far from here. We split up into groups of 5 or 6 and then received our maps of areas that needed to be cleaned up, including a couple of areas known as an alien superhighway.
Starts out just on the east side of Naco Highway. It's this little shallow thing. By the time it crosses 92 over here, it's about 30 feet deep.
You get a lot of traffic in there?
Yeah, it's like a superhighway.
Right.
We didn't do it on purpose, but that's exactly where our group found itself a couple hours after the briefing. We picked up the trail about a half mile north of the border under this bridge.
We just found a red sweater there. Really couldn't have been here for more than a day. There's no debris or dust on it at all. So this is definitely a place where somebody's crossed very, very recently.
We continued south through the deep wash towards the border and found this duffel bag.
What? You guys, this is
brand new.
This is still wet because the water bottle spilled. I think someone heard us coming and just dumped this right now.
Some of the clothing items we found in and around the duffel bag would fit a toddler. As we continued through the wash towards the border, it was pretty obvious why this is a super highway for illegal entrance into our country. The wash is a good 6 to 8 feet deep and there's no way to be seen from the road. Then we got to the border fence and we were surprised by what we found. There were slabs of metal welded across the fence, making it much easier to climb.
So you got to step here. The bar there.
It's this easy, folks.
Oh, hold on.
Here's your pic. Here, so I'll take my picture with the phone. Look at that. This is how easy this is.
As we continued to check out this section of border fence, we found another area where there had been metal pieces welded across the fence, but they'd been knocked down, presumably by Border Patrol, I guess. But as you look down the fence, you can see there are a lot more areas where there are more metal pieces welded to help people get over the fence. Looking south of the fence towards Mexico, you can see tons of trash, and then as you look north away from the border fence, it's easy to spot where the illegals go because their trail is marked by tons of trash. So if this is an illegal alien superhighway coming into Arizona, who is coming into Arizona? State Senator Frank Antinori defended the new immigration bill recently on MSNBC, and this is what he had to say.
And we have 17% of the people crossing the border in Arizona are here to commit crimes. Yes, I'll agree the vast majority are coming here looking for work, but how do you separate those that are here looking for a better life and those that are coming here to prey upon the citizens of Arizona?
And the 83% that are coming here looking for a better life, some of them may get more than they bargained for.
In some cases, dozens of people at a time have been kidnapped, often illegal aliens, with ransom being demanded from their relatives in Mexico.
When the entry team made entry, they found that there were 22 people that were here being held against their will. It appears that there were 7 suspects that were holding them at gunpoint.
The crime wave has forced the Phoenix police to create a special unit just to handle all the kidnappings.
So when we're on the trail and we find a little kid's toy that's been dropped, it just breaks your heart because you don't know if that kid is in danger just because of the situation it's being put in by its parents, or you don't know if the kid's been kidnapped or what's going on. Terry Proud's running for the Arizona State House of Representatives, and she was part of our group.
Backpack here, brushes. I mean, this is a young girl. These are diapers. This is a safety issue.
So when you come down to the border and see for yourself how easy it is for illegals to get over the border fence, you realize that the border fence is only a very small part of the solution to this problem. Much more has to be done in the way of enforcement. Andy Goss also joined us down in Bisbee for the border cleanup. Andy is running for Congress for Arizona's Congressional District Number 8, the seat currently held by Democrat Gabrielle Giffords.
Gabrielle Giffords has said a lot of things and done very little. And that goes for just about all of our congressmen along this border. It's one thing to sit here and say we need to take a look at this problem and we need to take a look at this. I'm tired of looking. I want to start acting. And this is why I've contacted my state reps, my state senator and my state House of Representatives, a guy Dave Gowan up in Sierra Vista, and I want them to look at the castle law. I want them to include livestock and personal property, land, as well as just their home or their automobile. These ranchers down here, this is how they make their living. And these people come across and they destroy their livestock, or they kill their livestock, destroy their property, and they can't do anything about it. Well, it's past time for somebody to do something that means something. And these people down here feel helpless in their own property. They feel helpless. That's unacceptable. These are American citizens, and they don't have the right to defend themselves on their property without being prosecuted by the people that go back across to Mexico, get lawyers, and come back and sue them. That's unacceptable, and this needs to change.
And maybe things are beginning to change with the passage of the new immigration law in the state of Arizona, because people are concerned, not just for the lives and safety of people in Arizona, but also for the lives and safety of those coming into the country illegally. Strengthening and enforcing our immigration laws is the right and moral thing to do, and we can't afford to do anything less.